Armen, first of all, just what did Joe Biden announce in the Rose Garden of the White House regarding gun control?
Well, these are executive actions, so they're not sweeping legislations. Let's be clear about that. First of all, it's limited action. The steps include restricting something called ghost guns, which are self-assembled firearms. They don't have serial numbers, so they can't be tracked. Also, this administration is targeting stabilizing braces for pistols. Those stabilizing braces make pistols more accurate. And in the Boulder, Colorado shooting, reportedly that shooting did reportedly involve one of these stabilizing braces. So these are some of the steps that he's outlined. He also says he wants to tackle violence, to invest in community programs in areas of cities where there's a lot of gun violence. So there's a kind of general attempt to tackle gun violence, not just the mass shootings that generate so much media attention around the world, but also the more mundane, if you like, daily violence, which has blighted so many urban areas in the United States as well.
Armen, the other question we should be asking is why hasn't Joe Biden brought in more ambitious action at this stage?
Well, because he was part of an administration, the Obama-Biden administration, that tried to do things on gun control, and their efforts ended in disappointment. So he probably doesn't want to repeat that. I mean, in 8 years of the Obama-Biden administration, no federal gun laws were passed. There were executive actions, but not federal gun laws. And there was particularly a push after the Sandy Hook massacre in 2012, but that really didn't go as far as its advocates had hoped it would. So Biden, no doubt, will have not forgotten that experience, and I think he wants to spend his political capital elsewhere, frankly, on stimulus, recovery, and infrastructure, essentially getting America back on its feet after this pandemic.
And finally, Armen, just what are the chances of getting bigger gun reforms through Congress?
Well, the issue of universal background checks is back on the agenda now. So the House of Representatives has already passed legislation that would require background checks on all commercial gun sales. They were able to do that because the Democrats control the House of Representatives. The problem the Democrats have in the Senate is that the Senate is split almost down the middle. And they face something called a legislative filibuster, which means that in order to pass this same legislation in the Senate, they would need the support of a number of Republican senators. In other words, it's not enough for the Democrats just to go with a very slim 51 vote majority. A simple majority does not work because of this filibuster. So they would need Republican votes, and it's not clear that they would get those.
Okay, Armen Georgian, our international affairs editor, thank you very much.